music.
Wait, how long do you start?
I start when the music starts.
The music did start, so we can hear it here for some reason we can't hear it after.
Ah,
Point out, but
yeah.
if I go like that, that's your cue.
Okay, I kind of need to hear it because there's a spot where I wait and say their names, I guess.
Okay, no, but sometimes if we're
Okay.
having technical difficulties, we
Okay.
But are we gonna hear any of the show out here?
I was just going to turn up something down. You should still be able to hear the show out there. It might just need to be further from the
Okay, it's low, it's low. It's really low. Okay. I'm gonna cue you.
Okay.
We're just gonna wing it.
Okay. It's the middle of the week, and you know what that means. It's time for What's Going On Wednesday. Here's your host, Giovanni and Ellie.
Hello and welcome to What's Going On Wednesdays. I'm your host, Ellie McInerney, and I'm joined here with
Giovanni Gloystein.
Giovanni.
Ellie.
How's your Wednesday going?
So good. I'm so excited for our live show here today. It's our first episode. I'm really excited. It's jam-packed. We've got entertainment. We've got sports. We've got everything.
Absolutely. And I know it's a Wednesday, but you can never watch too much TV. So Giovanni, have you been watching any TV shows, movies recently?
You know what? I've been keeping up with Survivor. Wednesday's Survivor night, so I'm going to go home and watch that after this. But I've been really excited to see Wicked.
Same.
Yum.
It's been all over my social media. Their marketing's been 10 out of 10 because I can't get enough of it and I can't wait for it to come out.
Very soon. We only have to wait a little bit longer. But you know what we don't have to wait for? Is we have a roving reporter, Marciano, telling us a little bit about a TV show that maybe we should also add to our watch lists. Let's check that out.
Hello, class. I'm Marciano Jonathan Ruiz Garcia, and I'm here to talk to you guys about a show on Netflix right now that you can go watch called The 100. The 100, you ask? The 100 is a show that is based out in space. Nuclear reactors all over the world exploded, and the Earth is uninhabitable due to the fact of radiation poisoning, and it can burn your skin and all that bad stuff. So an ARC is a space station that is obviously, it's in space. 2,400 people lived there for approximately 97 to 100 years. They were running out of breathable atmosphere in the Ark. So, what are they going to do? They're going to send down prisoners down to Earth just to see if it's habitable. But guess what? These prisoners are juveniles. Yes, juveniles, kids, 17, 16, 15, 14, down. They're going to send them down to Earth so they can see if it's habitable. There is no prisoners that are 18 years and over due to the fact that in space, there would float people. Float people? What do you mean float people? Close the front door and they open the back door and poof, you're floated to space. Yes, death. Death can occur if you broke the law. So if you're over 18 and you broke the law, you get floated. Death. Unfortunately, it happens. So juveniles came down to Earth to see if it's habitable, but it was already habitable by these people called grounders, people that lived and survived the nuclear reactor, the nuclear explosion that happened 100 years ago. So what happens when two colonies come together? they fight. So The 100, it is on Netflix right now, and I encourage all you guys to go and check it out and just, check out the pilot, Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it. I know I enjoyed it very well because I'm into space survival, I'm into survival in general, nuclear reactors blowing up, a whole bunch of radiation poisoning, and all that good stuff happens in this show. So please, go and check it out. It's on Netflix. And I'm here to talk to you guys about it. I'm Marciano Arbis Garcia, and I hope you guys go and check it out because it's a great show.
Wow, Marciano, you might have sold me. I think I might need to start watching The 100. But we actually have a couple questions for Marciano. Marciano, how many seasons are there of this show?
So the total right now is about 10 seasons. Yeah, 10 seasons.
Wow, and have you seen all of them?
I have actually, yes, I have seen, actually I made a mistake. It's about 7 seasons and I have seen them all from start to finish.
I'm really impressed.
So you know this show inside and out. I would say that you have to catch us up, but we don't want to spoil anything. But I wanted to ask Marciano, it looks like you're tuning in from outer space. I really like that touch. But I wanted to ask, do you think you could survive out there where they all are, or survive like being one of those prisoners? It seems really intense out there.
Honestly, I think I will make it a good, decent amount of time. With my background knowledge and stuff that I've known, I've seen the show, so I think I can make it probably to like season 6, maybe even season 7. So.
Oh gosh, something big happened in that season that I'm worried. Well, Marciano, thank you so much for fielding our questions. We're so excited to hear from you again soon. Ellie, I wanted to ask you, are you into that kind of genre, sci-fi, that kind of intense thing?
I'm not normally, but I love anything with a bit of drama. So that little trailer that Marciano showed us kind of hooked me, and I think there could be something interesting happening there in The 100.
Yeah, me too. We talked about Wicked a little earlier. Do you like more romance?
I do. I'm a bit of a hopeless romantic, but like I said, anything with drama. But what about you? Are you into that kind of TV?
I like everything.
Yeah.
Truly, I like everything. And there's actually another movie coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
We Live in Time. It has Florence Pugh. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've heard of it?
I've heard, yeah.
I want to see it so bad. We have Sophia and Haley to talk to us about that. Let's bring it over to them.
Hey everyone, I'm Haley with Sophia. Now, Fia, you recently seen the movie We Live in Time. What drew you in watching it, the movie, and what aspects of it really captured you?
I'm a really big fan of Florence Pugh. I've seen her in Midsommar, Don't Worry Darling, the Marvel movie. I just really love her as an actress, and I really wanted to see it because it was the first time her and Andrew Garfield, who was Spider-Man, they were able to use their British accents in a movie. They usually use their American accents, so I thought it was really cool.
Awesome. Now, before the show, a few of the hosts and I were talking about how some actors or singers, when they play a different part or a different role, it's hard to tell the difference between them. Like you said, Andrew Garfield plays Spider-Man. Were you able to tell the difference with the characters at all?
Honestly, no. I think that because they're both such great actors that I wasn't able to tell, oh, he was Spider-Man and now he's playing this really sappy kind of husband, and you couldn't really tell because of how great of an actor they both were.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look at what you have.
Hi everyone, come along with my mom and I as we check out the highly anticipated film We Live in Time, starring Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. This movie came out about 2 weeks ago, and I have been wanting to watch it ever since I first saw the trailer in July, and I think I've watched the trailer 15 times awaiting this exact moment. We had the entire theater to ourselves, which is amazing because we need it, knowing how much we're going to cry after this movie. Here is a quick look at some of the best moments from the trailer.
So sorry, but do we know each other?
Yeah, no, I ran you over. Sorry.
It's all right. Clock is ticking.
What's the rush?
Because I'm worried that there's a very distinct and real possibility that I am about to fall in love with you.
I'm okay. It's okay, honestly. It's okay not to be okay. It's
It's a lot. I am guilty of looking ahead instead of right in front of me. At you.
This beautifully told romance turned tragedy did not disappoint, and I highly recommend checking it out.
Awesome. All right, Thea, what was your initial reaction to We Live in Time? Did anything about the film stand out to you?
Honestly, not really. Nothing really stood out to me. It was more of like, I'm about to cry so hard for 3 weeks because I just saw this movie, and my mom and I are very emotional when it comes to movies like this, so we did cry at the theater, but there was no one in there, which was great.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You mentioned crying. After seeing the movie, did you reflect on any relationships, time at all?
Yes, I did. That's a really personal question. Yeah, I did. I think that it's really, for me at least, because I love movies and storytelling, a lot of movies kind of touch me in a different way. So any movie I watch, like, I reflect on it. So I think this one just made me want to live in time and just like know that everything is passing and you don't have tomorrow, it's not promised. So I just spend more time in the present.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Don't go away, Stay here for What's Going On Wednesdays. We'll get back to you after this break.
Yeah. Welcome back to What's Going On. Two.
Remember, you really want to do. You talk like this. You really want to just go. Okay, microphone.
All right, well, welcome back to What's Going On Wednesdays. I'm sitting here with Elvis. Now, Elvis, you're a student athlete, is that correct?
Yeah, I am. I play soccer here at the academy.
Okay.
I've been doing it for 5 years now.
Outstanding, fantastic. Well, you did a report this week on one of your teammates, is that right?
Yeah, it is. Super cool guy. He's my roommate. He used to be my teammate, so I thought it would be very interesting to interview him.
Wow, that's great. So I hear he's got a very interesting pastime. What about you? What do you do in your pastime for your hobbies?
I don't do much. I play video games. I like to just hang out with friends and just kind of chill.
Okay, I love a good video game myself.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at what your teammate does with his spare time.
Hello everyone, Elvis Menta here with another package. This one is about an upcoming barber. Enjoy.
Hi guys, my name is Ibi. I'm a barber. Been cutting hair for some time now. Started in college, cutting my teammates, and then eventually just became more of a full-time thing. I do all types of cuts: home service, kids, regular adults, teenagers. In the future, I'd like to open my own barbershop. The favorite thing I like about cutting hair is the challenge of different hairstyles and just meeting new people. One of the most challenging, there's a lot of challenges honestly, but one of the most challenging ones is cutting different shapes and sizes of people's head. Some people have like weird shapes, weird dents. Some people have had accidents in the past and it messed up the figure of their head. That's it. Stay tuned for the next cut. Follow at EB Cuts on Instagram.
Well, that is quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I have a couple questions for you. I've been looking for a good new barber. Where does he cut hair?
Right now he doesn't have a shop. He just kind of, he has an Instagram that people can DM and hit him up.
Okay.
He shows up, or you could come over to his apartment.
Okay, fantastic. And is the Instagram the best way for me to book an appointment?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Outstanding. Okay, will do. Speaking of sports and student athletes, let's go to Maria in the green room.
Hi everyone, I'm Maria and I'm here with some good news about sports. The slam has ended this year, but big tournaments are about to start. Let's go to Italy, where teams are arriving with the group stage of 2024 Davis Cup finals. Group A will see Italy in action in Bologna, but without the world's #1 player, Yannick Sinner. After he sat in stage out, Sinner cheered on his teammates in Bologna. Is expected to join the team for the final stage. Italy will face Argentina in the quarterfinals, scheduled to take place in Malaga in November. It's gonna be a good start. The semifinal Pegulac versus Sabalenka. First up, Sabalenka entered the match on Saturday. Since the start of 2023, Sabalenka has won 26 of her 27 matches. Sabalenka is the #1 player in the world, with a killer serve and a fast server than any other player on the tour, male or female. She has some great points, including an extraordinary jumping shot that crept under Pegula's racket during the second match. Pegula was the game making a series of unforced mistakes from the Belarusian talent. However, Pegula failed to keep up with Sabalenka taking the win. She became the 5th player to win the Australian Open and US Open in the same year. It was an interesting match, actually. Don't go away. We'll be right back after the commercial break.
Living in the city of Los Santos is a death wish. Crime has just taken over the place. You can call me Officer TRK, and my partners and I are in charge of taking the crime syndicates of Los Santos down. The Trickster's new audio series, The Chase, is an action-packed storyline available on all streaming platforms.
Back here with another one of our crew members, Vera. How are you doing today, Vera?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. How's your Wednesday going? It's the middle of the week, hump day, you know, a lot of classes.
Yes, but it's like I gonna finish tomorrow. It's like my last 2 class today, so it's like almost done. I have a long weekend, so it's nice.
Oh, so nice. That's going to be really nice. And now, in school, do you consider yourself really academic? Are you pretty good with schoolwork?
Not really, but I'm getting better, like every year getting better, yes.
That is such a good, positive outlook. Well, and I have another question along those lines. Do you think you're smarter than a 5th grader, Vera?
Yes, because I used to be a super dumb kid. I'm really noisy, like I never stop talking in the class, and then my teacher will say, "Could you stop? Can't you listen to me?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Well, I'm sure that helps you a lot in communications, though, because you're a natural in front of the camera. But we have Elvis back again, asking some of his teammates, are they smarter than a 5th grader? Let's take a look at that.
Today we got the Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Are You Men's Soccer Edition? Let's go.
What's the capital of Australia? Sydney. Yeah, wrong. What is the plural form of a deer called? Deer. The process of a caterpillar turning into a butterfly called? Metamorphosis. How many feet are there in 75 yards? 6. 6. What is the hardest mineral? Diamond. Who wrote the Harry Potter book? J.K. Rowling. What is the process of water turning into vapor called? Evaporation.
Thanks for tuning in. This is Elvis Mensa. Peace.
And we're back. That was so funny. I don't know how well I would have been if I was answering those questions, but I think you have Elvis is here with us. Vera, did you have something to ask Elvis?
Like, what do you think your teammates doing?
Wait, what was that?
Like, what's your teammates doing in the field?
How well do you think?
Oh, how well? They were pretty bad. It was probably like 90% bad and 10% good. But yeah, they weren't smarter than a 5th grader.
No.
Yeah, they weren't.
Vera, what else did we have? Oh, Elvis, how do you think you would have done if they asked you those questions?
Probably a little bit better, but not too much. I'm not that smart, so yeah, I wouldn't say too good.
Vera, were you answering along? We were watching, and were you answering along in your head?
Yeah.
I'm sure Vera got all of those questions right. But thank you, Elvis. Thank you, Vera. So nice having you guys. But we're going to bring it on back to the studio.
From one of our funnier classmates to one of our more talented ones, we are joined here today with Fia. Fia is a musician. And Fia, how long have you been into music and been singing?
I think it's a hard question to answer because I come from a family of musicians. So I'd have to say, honestly, I think I was probably singing before I was walking. Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy. And how do you get the inspiration to like write your songs or maybe something like that?
I write most of my stuff at like 3 a.m. It's just me and a guitar, and I don't know, there's something so beautiful about really sitting with yourself and seeing how you feel in a moment.
I love that. And do you have a favorite song of yours that you've written or composed?
I feel like I can't say any song except the one that you're going to hear later, because I do this one a lot because I feel like it's a great introduction about who I am and what I believe in, and it's really about my perfect day in the future.
Well, thanks for giving us that little tease. Now we're going to head to a commercial break, but don't be, come back right after this.
Is this a familiar sight? Do you and your boo find yourself yelling, screaming, kicking? Night after night, does all this fighting come down to not knowing what to eat for dinner? There's an easier way, one that doesn't involve apologizing to the neighbors. IDK U Pick. IDK U Pick is a revolutionary new app designed to take you from this to this. Take the highly scientific and extensive quiz and get a result catered directly to you. Or, if you'd like to live on the edge, just use our random feature and our AI will make sure you get an answer without having to move another muscle. Don't let yourself fall into the same old, "What about pizza? No, we had that 2 nights ago" debate. Just use IDK U Pick.
Available for download on the App Store and Google Play Store for 5 easy payments of $0.
Is this a familiar sight? Do you and your boo find yourself yelling, screaming, kicking? Night after night, does all this fighting come down to not knowing what to eat for dinner? There's an easier way, one that doesn't involve apologizing to the neighbors. IDK U Pick. IDK U Pick is a revolutionary new app designed to take you from this to this. Take the highly scientific and extensive quiz and get a result catered directly to you. Or, if you'd like to live on the edge, just use our random feature and our AI will make sure you get an answer without having to move another muscle. Don't let yourself fall into the same old, "What about pizza? No, we had that 2 nights ago" debate. Just use IDK U Pick.
Available for download on the App Store and Google Play Store for 5 easy payments of $0.
We're lucky enough to be joined here with Fia, who's going to sing us a song today. But Fia, who are you here with?
I'm here with my dad.
Woo!
I know, I feel very blessed that he was able to take some time, and this is my dad, Louis.
Pleased to meet you all.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here, guys. Let's see.
What are you going to sing for us today?
I'm going to sing a song called My Day, and this is actually one of my songs that's on Spotify. So if you go Fia Rose and then say My Day, you'll find me. I'm on all the places you could find music. You'll find it there.
I will check it out later, actually. Join us also next week because we have another few packages more interesting. Bye.
Right. Thanks, Fia, and join us next week on What's Going On Wednesdays.
I hope that life will kiss me. I hope it lingers on my tongue. I hope that I'm still standing when all the living's done. And I know that hope
a girl with a dream. And I know the chances, but I won't waver. Because I've got a day. And when I'm feeling way down by choices I have made, I know that I can't give up, for I must have that day. I must have that day. A sunset, my baby and me. We're looking over the life that we created. I turn and see they're watching me. A tear forms down my face. They brush it away and place a kiss in its place. And I know that hope could be a tool of the wicked. And I know that I'm just a girl with a dream. And I know the chances, but I won't waver, because I've got a day I'm living for. Thank you.